Hey folks, I'm Sir Glory, and welcome to Napoleon Total War. I can't believe it's taken me so long to get Napoleon on the channel. It's a game I was playing heavily just at the time I started the channel, but here we are now anyway. And this is the Napoleon Total War III mod. I'm going to play the Peninsular Campaign on very hard, very hard. I don't know if that's the recommended difficulty, but it's what we're going to go with. So I think we'll just skip where to start. We've got a mission to capture Coimbra, which is here. So if you're not that familiar with the Napoleonic, this is the Peninsular Campaign, because it's in the Iberian Peninsula. So France had attacked Spain, seized almost all of the country. Britain still held Gibraltar. Spain had Sevilla and Valencia, but everything else was in French hands. Britain, or England and Portugal were allied, and the British army and the Portuguese army were pushed back into Lisbon. Wellington had constructed the lines of Torres Vedras, which is essentially a system of forts and trench works that covered the whole of the peninsula. So the French advanced, the Portuguese employed scorched earth tactics, and there was guerrilla activity, Portuguese and Spanish, in the rear areas. So the army was eventually starved, weather was really bad, and they had to withdraw. So this picks up just at that sort of point. The French army is pulled back, and Wellington is about to push out. And what I want to do, if possible, is try and follow Wellington's campaign as closely as I'm able to. So he came out from Coimbra, pushed up towards Salamanca, and then eventually did have to draw back into Portugal at the end of the year, but never mind, that was 1812. Let's get going with this. We'll start with our agents. So we have an agent, a spy down at Gibraltar. We'll just send you up towards Cordoba. We have another spy up here. And as I said, I'm going to push out towards Salamanca, so we'll bring the spy up in this sort of direction. And with a provocateur, we'll send you into Badajoz. A small French force in there. Our fleets, we have 2 ships, I think. 1 ship. Oh yeah, Arthur Leggy. Right, so we'll have you come out and join with those ships, form 1 fleet, and you just stay where you are, privateer that French trade route. And this fleet is up on the trade point. That's back, the trade route back to Great Britain. The way this game, or this mod works, if we look at, go to our regions, yeah, so rather than being able to recruit, say for instance, a grenadier unit, the game actually simulates you bringing in a regiment from Great Britain. So you're bringing in actual named regiments rather than just recruiting a regiment. So you need to hold the trade supply point that we just looked at and have a harbour that you can disembark troops in. So Granville Payne, you can stay in Gibraltar. Beresford, let's move you up towards Badajoz. Come up to here for now. And yeah, the zone of control extends beyond the bridge, so don't want to go into the zone of control. Stay just outside it, but keep an eye on the crossing. And that leaves Wellington himself, or Wellesley. So we have to take Coimbra, and that will give us access to this harbour, which allows us then to build up our forces in Portugal by bringing them in from Great Britain. So let's have this army come up here for now. There's only a couple of units in there, but there'll be some armed citizenry rise up to defend Coimbra. So we'll go and attack. Yeah, so 5 units, 186 men in each. So this is going to be a walkover, he said confidently. Let's go ahead with the assault. And what I like to do in Napoleon Total War is actually try and simulate a Napoleonic army as much as I can. So you're not going to see all the infantry grouped into a big long line stretched across the battlefield. I do try to brigade my regiments and manoeuvre them. So Napoleonic warfare was about manoeuvre, whether it was in the battlefield or on the march. The generals were always trying to outmanoeuvre each other, get on each other's flanks. So French are outside the town in that forest, it looks like. Just looking for a good spot for the cannon. Don't want to have them right in, just in case there's any French units in the town itself. I think we'll just have the cannon over here. So let's have you there, unlimbered. That's better. Okay, and it looks like these are Portuguese regiments. So let's have, there'll be a brigade, and then we've got the 52nd Light Foot, 79th Foot, 88th Foot, and the 1st Foot. I prefer to have, and we've also got rifles. I prefer to have three regiments in a brigade, so we can have 2 up, one in reserve. So I think what we'll do for the moment is just go with 2 regiments. 88th and 79th, you'll be the 1st Brigade, and we'll give you the skirmishers. Yeah, so that's 1 brigade, 2nd Brigade, Portuguese Brigade, and our cavalry. And the cavalry will operate out wide. So I think we're going to have the 1st Brigade advance up the road here. I think we might have the 2nd Brigade fight through the town just to make sure it's clear. And the Portuguese Brigade can go out on that flank. So I want to draw you a bit further back and spread you out a bit further. And same sort of thing here. I suppose I should spread the cavalry out a bit too. Quite often forget to do that with the cav. The general, you can stay by the cannon. They don't have any artillery, if I remember. Yeah, they only get about 7 units of infantry, including the general. Right, let's go ahead, start the battle. And the first thing, they've got defensive positions as well. So we'll have the 1st Brigade march forward. The Portuguese, and they're going to be in the line of fire of the cannon. So let's have you actually swing in here. A bit more like that. We'll have the cav come forward. I don't think there is anything in the town, but we'll send that regiment up there and come forward to here. Let's get skirmishers into light infantry mode and skirmish. come forward to there, and if the French are coming towards us, then let's just form a line then. Okay, Portuguese. I think we'll have to be about there. In fact, we'll keep you in reserve here. And we'll just have one regiment forward. Such a perfectionist, that'll do. Cav. Turn to threaten the flank. In fact, more like that. March up through here. I think we'll have you come forward to there. Okay, let's have the line move forward. Move up just a bit further. We'll have the general move up there. I think we'll have the cav go back to there. We'll send you up through behind that tree, that forest. You guys come up to there. Advance to threaten the flank. You come up there and send this regiment around the flank on the left. Let's pull the skirmishers back for now.
Sir, our general is under attack.
You march forward again. I think we'll have you push up too. Let's bring the cav over there. And you need to be formed. Looks like you're going to do that anyway. Let's push you forward a bit. You form lane. You form lane as well. Trying to move around our flank, it seems. Okay, but they're beginning to go, so let's push forward. Portuguese push up here. And the cav can now cut off the retreat. And I think we'll limber then the artillery. Charge in there. Continue the battle. Charge in here. Fleeing as well. Okay, you charge them. You don't need to be in defensive mode. Where are you going? Form up there and attack them. Killed a general somewhere in here. Fog of War is a big issue in this mod as well. A big issue, it's a big feature. Quite quickly lose sight of troops. What is going on here? And fatigue is another big feature. So you don't want to have your cav running all over the place. You have them walk for most of the time, just as in reality, and charge when they're in charge range. I think they're eventually going to engage that unit. Okay. Let's fast forward. Oh, they've gone. These guys are still shooting at somebody. Oh, there's a few men in there, I think 2 men running away. So, end of battle, a close victory. I wouldn't have thought that was a close victory.
We are mighty and unbound.
Well, I suppose, given how much we outnumbered them. '79th foot lost 36, first foot lost 29, Americans lost 26. Okay, the Portuguese did well. They weren't that heavily involved, but they got a good number of kills. So anyway, here we go. We have our foothold. We have a frontline base with which we may ship British troops, peacefully occupy. And that's probably going to be the only town that I take control of for myself. I think we'll liberate everything else, give it back to Spain, Portugal as we go on. But we now have this harbour. So +3 trade routes, +3% military supplies, +3% replenishment rate, +6% replenishment and supplies. So yeah, we're definitely going to upgrade that for now. Coimbra, let's repair. Finances must be in government. Trade. Trade, I've forgotten about trade. So I think we'll keep taxes and construction under our own control. And we'll keep them both as they are for now. We've already got trade with Portugal and Spain, so that's as much as we can, I think. keep everybody as they are in here as well. Okay. So in terms of the army, in terms of infrastructure, I will spend some money on roads there. I don't want to spend too much from the off. I think we'll keep the money, build up Coimbra. And with that, I suppose then we're into turn. And the end turns are going to be so quick in this campaign because there are only 3 factions involved. Okay, France have built up a big army. So they've occupied a town, intellectual centre. That's something I didn't do. Research and tech. So I think we will be going for the tax rate. As usual, I like to get my infrastructure sorted out. And that must have been hit by that big army that they had up there. Can you go and find out where that is? Up there. No. Okay. We've got our other spy in here. Probably send you up in towards Badajoz as well.
The night is my friend.
And we've got a provocateur in Badajoz. Okay, you stay there and provoke them. Nobody to duel. So we can now go for the drill skill here. So we'll do that. 500 gold, well spent, I would imagine. And let's see about bringing in some more troops. So I definitely want some more riflemen. Bring in the 60th. I think we'll get another line regiment as well. So they'll arrive in a couple of turns. But the army itself, let's march you up. Let's see if we can detect the French force.
March! Immediately!
Okay, I think we'll stand there for now. We'll try and flush them out next time. And I'm not going to be doing too much with this army. It's just more of a security force. Make sure the French don't swing in towards Lisbon. But we'll take Badajoz. The army has stayed the same size, but again there will be some civilians join in as well. Let's go ahead and make the attack. Actually, I should do that in the next part. What's our mission here? Construct a college. Yeah, that was part of the plan anyway, but I need to regain this intellectual centre. Maybe I should just push through and do that. I think I'll leave that and we'll do that in the next turn. Give the French a chance to come and attack us. So I'm going to put a break in, but in the next part we'll attack Badajoz. See how we get on with that. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I hope to see you again for part 2. Cheers.